Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am the one and only Omniman622, or if you want to follow my Discord, or no, add my Discord, I'm Cinnamon. This is a small mod pack that I have created. It has Origins, the rather popular mod right now. It has the Origins classes, which is another mod that made by the people at Fabric. I don't know what they do. Let's hop in, shall we? And I'm going as the Blazeborn, but I am going to show you all of the different races, all of the different classes, and show you what they do. Or not show you what they do. I'm just going to be playing a couple in particular. Alrighty, let's hop into this. We're going to do cheats on, and let's do this YouTube startup. Let's go with more world options. Can't do a bonus chest because I'll be yeeted to the nether. And let's create the new world, shall we? First off, we have human, as you all know, Minecraft's experience. Your normal Joe Schmo kinda play. Then you have your avian. The avian race has lost their ability to fly long ago. Now these peaceful creatures can be seen gliding from one place to another. First ability, featherweight. You fall gently as would a feather. Unless you sneak, which then I assume you plummet. Fresh air. When sleeping, your bed needs to be at an altitude of at least 86 blocks, so you can breathe that nice, fresh, crisp air. Tailwind. You are a bit quicker on your feet than others. And for the last thing, vegetarian. You can only eat vegetables. You can't digest meat. Sadness. Next, you have the arachnid. Their climbing abilities and their ability to wrap foes in spiderweb makes the arachnid perfect hunters. Climbing. You are able to climb up any kind of wall, not just ladders. And then we have webbing. When you hit an enemy in melee, they get stuck in a cobweb. Next thing we have is carnivore. Your diet is restricted to meat. You can't eat any vegetables. And fragile. You have 3 less hearts than a human. Next, we have the Electrian. Often flying around in the winds, Electrians are most uncomfortable when they don't have enough space to fly above their heads. Winged. Your elytra wings are there without needing to equip any. And you have the gift of the wings. Every 30 seconds, you are able to launch about 20 blocks up into the air. Aerial combatant. You deal substantially more damage while in elytra flight. Need for mobility. You cannot wear any heavy armor. Armor with high protection values, higher than chainmail. And finally, oh no, not finally, I didn't know that, claustrophobia. Being somewhere with a low ceiling for too long will weaken you and make you slower. And brittle bones. You take more damage from falling and flying into blocks. Next, you have shulk. Related to shulkers, the body of the shulk is outfitted with a protective shell-like skin. Shulker inventory. You have an additional 9 inventory slots, which you keep upon death. So if you're in a pinch and you're falling into lava, better de-equip that netherite armor and slash it and slap it in there. Next, you have sturdy skin. Even without wearing armor, your skin provides natural protection. Next, we have strong arms. You are strong enough to break natural stones without wielding a pickaxe. Note, this does not work with ores, and it does not work with cobblestone. Next, we have unwieldy. Your hands are formed to provide no way of holding a shield upright, sadly. And large appetite. You exhaust much quicker than others, thus requiring you to eat more. Next, we have feline. Want to be a cat boy? Or girl? There you go. With their cat-like appearance, the feline scare away creepers. That is a great ability. With the dexterity of cats, they always land safely on their feet. Basically no fall damage. Kind of OP if you ask me. And, acrobatics. You never take fall damage, no matter what height you're jumping from. Strong ankles. You're able to jump higher while sprinting. 9 lives. You have 1 less heart than the amount of a human. And, weak arms. When not under the effect of a strength potion, you can only mine natural stone. If there are at most 2 other stone blocks adjacent to it. Cat-like appearance. Creepers are scared away from you and will explode only if you attack them first. And finally, nocturnal. You see in dark. You can slightly see in the dark, and not when in water. You can slightly see in the dark when not in water. Ugh. Word jumble. Endirium. The one I like to play as the most, naturally. Born as the sons and daughters of the Ender Dragon, Endirians are able to teleport, but are vulnerable to water. Teleportation. Whenever you want, you may throw an Ender Pearl that deals no damage to you, allowing you to teleport. Hydrophobia. You receive damage over time when in contact with water. Scared of gourds. You are now afraid of pumpkins, and with good reason. And the slender body. You can reach blocks farther away, as well as enemies. Merling. These natural inhabitants of the ocean are not used to being out of water for too long. Gills. You can breathe underwater, but sadly not on land. Wet eyes. Your underwater vision is perfect. And aqua affinity. You may break blocks underwater as others do on land. Next, we have fins. Your underwater speed is increased, and, like water, when underwater, you do not sink to the ground unless you want to. Next, we have Blazeborn. The late descendants of Blaze. The Blazeborn are naturally immune to the perils of the Nether. Fire immunity. You are immune to all types of fire damage, including lava, fireballs, fire charges, and, yeah, that's about it. And, sadly, the, touch damage for the, blazes when you touch them, that still causes you damage, sadly. I've tested it multiple times. Nether Inhabitant. Your natural spawn will be in the Nether. So, one of our first goals will be to either find a ruined portal, repair it, and go to the overworld, or do it the grindy way and find piglins. Dream give me luck. Burning Wrath is the next ability. When on fire, your attacks do additional damage. Oh. Next we have Hot-Blooded. Due to your hot body, venoms burn up, making you immune to the effects of poison and hunger. So, spider eyes and rotten flesh, give 'em all here. And, much like our friend the Enderman, Hydrophobia. You receive damage over time while in contact with water. Next, we have the Phantom. As half human and half phantom offspring, these creatures can switch between phantom and normal form. Translucent. Your skin is mostly translucent. Meaning, as Wilbersoot said, yo, you can see through me. And phasing. While in your translucent form, you can go through any solid material, be it any block, except for obsidian. And invisibility. While phantomized, you are completely invisible, meaning no name tags. Great for a rogue. Photoallergenic. You begin to burn in daylight when you're not invisible. And you have a fast metabolism. While being phantomized, it causes you to become hungry faster. And you're rather fragile. Like our friend the spider, you have 3 less hearts than the health of a human. And we roll back to your Joe Schmo regular human. And as you can see, it has my head. And, as I said before, we are going Blazeborn. And now, due to the effect of another mod that I have installed, Origins Classes, there are now 9 or either 10 classes, I cannot remember. First off, you have, just like the previous one, you have the Nitwit. Nitwits aren't really good at anything. Then you have the Farmer. Farmers have been known to provide everyone with food as long as anyone can remember. Bountiful Harvest. When harvesting crops, there is a chance that you will receive twice the yield. Fertilizing techniques. Bone meal is twice effective in your experienced hands when used on crops and plants. Next, we have the Rancher. Making the most of animals. Ranchers are able to produce and gather more resources. Twin birth. Animals bred by the rancher have a chance to produce 2 babies. And lastly, scavenging. You were able to sometimes receive more material from slaying animals. Next we have the Miner. Miners are the most proficient at digging up the Earth's treasures. Mining expert. You mine stone material quicker than others. And experienced excavator. When breaking blocks, it doesn't exhaust you. Next we have the Lumberjack. Hey builders, I think I found the class for you. Trees should walk out when lumberjacks are around. The first ability, Timber. You can cut down whole trees at once, unless you sneak. And woodcutting. You gain 2 more wooden planks from a single log when crafting, so instead of that normal 4, you gain 6. Next we have the Cook. There was no one better to prepare your food than a cook. Good meals. Food crafted by you gives you more saturation. And smoking. You receive more experience from cooking food in a smoker. Next, we have the blacksmith, which is what I will be going through this, somewhat of a playthrough. Valued friends of anyone, blacksmiths are able to create better tools, weapons, and armor. High quality equipment. Equipment you create provides small buffs, as you can see, or as you will see when we get into the game. Efficient repairs. Repairing equipment at an anvil costs less material. Repairing by combining equipment restores more durability. Yeah. Next we have the cleric. They have learned to channel the magic present in the world and use that to their advantage. Extended potions. As the last step in potion brewing, you can double the potion's duration with water from a cauldron. And enchantment mastery. You are able to produce better enchantments at an enchantment table. Next, we have the merchant. Always looking for that one more emerald. Merchants are proficient traders. Ooh. First, we have restocking. Villagers that you trade with will never run out of resources to trade for you. And charisma. You know those wandering traders? You're able to convince them to offer some of the more rarer items to you. Next, we have the explorer. Explorers find their way through the most difficult terrain easily and discover hidden landmarks. First, we have the explorer kit. When you start in the game, you start with a compass, a clock, and 9 empty maps. And something that I assume most of you will go the explorer class for, fit. Sprinting does not cause you to exhaust. Next, we have the warrior. These honorable fighters favor the sword and shield to take down their foes. Weapon knowledge. Able to use each weapon to its fullest potential, you deal a bit more damage. And shield wield. You are slowed down less when protecting yourself with a shield. Next, we have the archer. One shot, one kill. Accuracy. All of your projectiles have an increased accuracy. Next, we have agility. You can move quicker than others while drawing your bow. Next, we have the rogue. Usually known to be thieves and robbers, these rogues are proficient in ambushes and sneak attacks. First off, we have sneaky. Your nameplate is never shown through walls, even when you're not sneaking. Next, we have in the shadows. When you have been sneaking for 10 seconds or more, you enter stealth. And next we have stealth. While in stealth, you make less sound and deal extra damage when attacking an enemy from behind. When you exit stealth, when you stop with sneaking, or attack an enemy. Next, we have the Beastmasters. Hey druids, have I got the class for you? Beastmasters are solitary people who prefer the company of their loved ones, that being animals. We have fauna friends. When you tame animals, they receive a permanent buff to their strength and health. Then we have effective empathy. Your nearby tamed animals also receive potion effects when you drink a potion. Hey Technoblade in your army of dogs, you might want to choose the Beastmaster. Then, rolling around, we come back to the Nitwit. Networks aren't really good at anything. And, as I said, we are going for the blacksmith this run. And, just to review them again, valued friends of anyone. Blacksmiths are able to create better tools, weapons, and armor. High quality equipment. Equipment you create provides small buffs. Next we have efficient repairs. Repairing equipment in an anvil costs less material. Repairing by combining equipment restores more durability. Beautiful world spawn. And we go to the Nether. Just to map out the spawn really quickly. Thanks to the Xaeros Minimap mod. We have a little bit more, and let's go to the map. Ooh, we actually want to go over here because there is a forest. But I think that is where we're going to end this episode. So, everyone, I hope you have enjoyed the small commentary of this video. I will see you next time. Goodbye.